In ancient Athens, where myths and heroes wove daily life with golden threads of wisdom, every individual carried within them a spark of the gods. Just as mythological heroes faced titanic challenges, we too are called to overcome internal tests of strength and resilience. Depression and loneliness, those shadows that sometimes darken our path, are not invincible enemies, but giants that we can defeat by drawing on the courage and wisdom of Stoicism. This is the time to awaken the hero within each of us, armed with Stoic virtues to transform inner battles into glorious victories. Just as Atalanta used her agility and speed not only to surpass her challengers, but also to assert her independence and strength, we too can use physical movement as a tool to strengthen our mind and spirit. This simple yet powerful act becomes a ritual of personal purification that helps us dispel the fogs of loneliness and melancholy that sometimes envelop our existence. Here, movement does not necessarily imply heroic deeds or notable athletic feats. It is rather about rediscovering a harmonious dialogue with our own body, whether it is walking aimlessly in a forest, practicing yoga at sunrise, or even just dancing freely in our own room. Every gesture, every breath during these moments becomes a step towards greater self-understanding, an act of rebellion against the inertia that depression tries to impose. On this journey, our body becomes both a temple and a messenger, capable of transmitting to our spirit the strength and tenacity of Atalanta. It is a constant reminder that, despite the periods of stasis we may experience, an inexhaustible potential for renewal and vitality resides within us. By rediscovering the pleasure of movement, we reaffirm our right to fully exist, to breathe joyfully the air around us, to take space in the world we inhabit. Through these actions, we renew our commitment to live intentionally, honoring the body as the vessel of our most authentic and indomitable essence. In the silence of our minds, we often confront a set of voices that echo with a persistence similar to that of Echo in Greek mythology. The nymph Echo, condemned to only repeat the words of others, reflects our tendency to let thoughts that can build or destroy resonate within us. Our challenge then transforms into the art of shaping these internal voices into a dialogue that supports and encourages us, rather than one that erodes our self-esteem and accentuates our loneliness. The journey towards constructive internal dialogue begins with recognizing and accepting our inner voices, without yielding to judgment. In the manner of Socrates, who through his questions guided interlocutors towards greater self-awareness, we can examine the origins of our inner voices, questioning how much they truly reflect our essence or our desires. Mastering the art of self-dialogue requires patience and dedication, but promises invaluable rewards. Transforming the tone of these voices from harsh judges to benevolent supporters is like discovering a new inner strength. We become simultaneously architects and narrators of our existence, rather than mere spectators of a fate written by others. This renewed internal dialogue allows us to see ourselves in a different light, no longer as victims of circumstances or adverse thoughts, but as individuals capable of evolution, growth, and profound self-understanding. With every word of kindness we choose to address ourselves, every gesture of encouragement we allow ourselves, we strengthen our emotional resilience and build an inner fortress, a place where loneliness and depression find less room, suffocated by the strength of an internal dialogue that lifts us rather than bringing us down. Just as Demeter, in her relentless search to reunite with her daughter Persephone, teaches us the power of resilience and acceptance, so too can we draw lessons from her story to find satisfaction in our lives, despite adversities. The goddess of the harvest shows us that, even in the heart of the deepest pain and separation, there exists the possibility of rebirth and renewal, provided we are willing to remain present and open to the lessons each moment offers. This ability to stay anchored in the present, to recognize and appreciate the gifts that each day brings us, despite the challenges we face, is a form of wealth that surpasses any material possession. Gratitude for what we have here and now allows us to free ourselves from the constant search for something else or better, which often distances us from the true essence of happiness. Learning to cultivate satisfaction in the present moment is like walking on fertile ground, where each step nourishes the earth of our experience. Acceptance does not mean resignation, but rather a conscious embrace of life in all its forms. Demeter, accepting the cycle of seasons and the alternation of loss and finding, invites us to recognize that even in periods of absence and in the heart of winter, there exists the promise of a new spring. This awareness spurs us to live fully, to seek joy in small things, and to find inner peace that arises from the simplicity of being, not from the incessant desire to have. True satisfaction, then, is not the arrival at a desired destination, but the journey itself, enriched by the attentive and loving presence we reserve for ourselves and the world around us. The saga of the Argonauts, united by Jason in the quest for the Golden Fleece, represents an epic of solidarity and collaboration. In this story, each hero brings unique skills, contributing to the mission's success. From this ancient adventure, we can draw inspiration to recognize the importance of our connections with others, emphasizing how sharing our experiences, fears, and hopes can make our journey through life less arduous and more enriching. In our fight against loneliness and depression, openness to others and mutual support act as anchors of salvation. Recognizing that we do not have to face storms alone is a fundamental step towards healing. The strength of the group, the union of different energies towards a common goal, can illuminate the darkest moments and provide the necessary push to overcome the most daunting obstacles. The value of empathy and active listening, qualities that transform mere being together into a true human exchange, is incalculable. This teaches us that beyond our personal challenges, there exists a connective fabric of humanity that binds us to each other. The experience of Jason and the Argonauts reminds us that true strength lies in the ability to forge meaningful relationships, to offer and receive help, to celebrate victories together, and to share the burden of defeats. In this spirit of communion, every step we take towards creating authentic and supportive bonds contributes not only to our personal growth, but to the collective well-being. Encouraging community connection, then, is like sailing together towards a horizon of hope and healing, recognizing that our unity is our greatest strength. In Greek mythology, Chiron stands out as the wise centaur, teacher of heroes, known for his knowledge and kindness. His ability to heal others, despite his own incurable wound, symbolizes the transformative power of openness and vulnerability. From Chiron, we can learn that admitting the need for help and seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but of strength and wisdom. Recognizing our limitations and opening up to external support is crucial on the path to overcoming loneliness and depression. Just as Chiron offered guidance and advice to the heroes of antiquity, so too can we find relief and understanding by turning to those who can offer us support, whether they are friends, family, or professionals. This exchange, based on trust and acceptance, creates a bridge towards healing, allowing us to face our challenges with renewed strength and courage. Chiron's story also teaches us the importance of compassion, both towards others and towards ourselves. In the moment we extend a hand to ask for help, we take a step towards creating a deep bond with humanity, recognizing that in our truest essence we are all connected in vulnerability as in strength. Admitting the need for support and accepting the help offered is like opening a door to new possibilities of understanding and personal growth. It is an act of courage that allows us to see beyond the shadows of our loneliness, towards a light of hope and renewal that awaits only to be discovered. Heracles, the hero of strength and courage, faced his 12 labors not only with physical power, but also with unwavering determination. These stories, passed down through time, teach us the value of staying focused on our goals, overcoming distractions and challenges that life puts before us. Just as Heracles remained true to his path, facing each trial with resolve, we too can draw from the same source of inner strength to remain steadfast in our personal journey. In an era of continual distractions and solicitations, maintaining focus on our true goals requires discipline comparable to that of a mythological hero. This commitment to our life's trajectory is a powerful reminder of the importance of following our internal compass, that guide which, like the stars for ancient navigators, lights the way even on the darkest nights. Heracles' determination spurs us not to deviate in search of shortcuts or easy solutions, but to persevere with integrity and authenticity. recognizing that each step, even those that seem to take us away from our goal, is part of our learning and growth. The hero reminds us that true greatness lies not in reaching the destination quickly, but in the journey itself, embellished by fidelity to our values and the courage to face each new challenge. Thus, inspired by the deeds of Heracles, we find the strength to continue on our path, aware that each difficulty overcome makes us stronger and wiser, ready to gratefully embrace the lessons that life reserves for us. Through the immortal stories of Greek mythology and the profound reflections of Stoicism, we have together explored a path rich with teachings for addressing loneliness and depression. This journey has revealed how, just like the heroes and deities of antiquity, we possess within us inexhaustible resources of strength, wisdom, and resilience. We have discovered that, through movement and internal dialogue, we can renew our spirit. That by embracing satisfaction in the present and weaving deep bonds with the community, we strengthen our being. And that, by admitting our vulnerability and remaining true to our path, we rise above the challenges of life. The lessons transcend the centuries, demonstrating that despite the temporal distance, human challenges remain strikingly similar, and ancient wisdom retains its invaluable value. Every story, every myth, every Stoic reflection that we have shared is a beacon that illuminates our path, offering us tools to navigate the sometimes turbulent waters of human existence. As this video comes to an end, your personal journey continues. I invite you to carry these stories and lessons with you, to make them your own, to let them guide and inspire you in moments of doubt and struggle. Remember, you are not alone. Like the Argonauts, we are all united in this adventure called life, supporting and learning from each other. Thank you for sharing this path with me. May you find the strength of Heracles in your challenges, the wisdom of Chiron in your moments of doubt, and the joy of Demeter in your celebrations. The journey is long and full of teachings, but remember, the path to light begins with a single step. Continue to walk with courage and hope, and may each step bring you closer to inner peace and happiness. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and transformation. If the stories and lessons shared in this video have resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Join our community to continue exploring ancient and modern wisdoms that can illuminate our path to a fuller and more conscious life. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Your voice is valuable in this shared journey. Until the next adventure.